And good evening and welcome to Galva High School. BPC versus Galva tonight, week number 8 of high school football here in West Central Illinois. Chris Frankhauser here with you this evening. And Christian on camera this evening with me. Thanks for tuning in. Galva in the home blue uniforms with the white pants. They'll receive as it'll be a kick by number 69, William Anderson. A high kick. It'll be fielded at about the 35-yard line. And the Wildcats will start 1st and 10, just short of their own 40-yard line. Week 8, Galva looking for their first win on the season. BPC looking for win number 3. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball at their own 38-yard line, just underway. We'll get you some of those starters for Galva. Shotgun set, number 12, the quarterback, Cyrus Hurd. And he's going to have a good gain out close to the first down marker. See where they mark him down. It's going to be enough for a first down. So Hurd 10 yards on the opening play. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 49. Hurd going to go empty set. Now they're going to shift around. It's like number 44, Braxton Holstrom in the backfield, as well as number, I believe, 18 also in the backfield. That would be Blake Stallin. It's going to be Hurd on the carry. Call it no gain, 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats at the, actually going to call it a loss of about a yard on the play. We'll still say no gain on the play. So 2nd and a short 11 for the Wildcats. Just underway, 10:50 to play here in the opening quarter. Hurd going to go shotgun set again. Direct snap, and he's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be wrapped up. He might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. 99, Taylor Pierce on the stop for BPC. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 for Galva. Hurd's going to drop back, look to throw. He's going to loft one high in the air, and it's going to be tipped down, but we got 3 defenders back there, and the receiver knocked down before the ball was getting to him, and that's going to be a pass interference call on BPC, and an automatic first down for the Wildcats. So the mark off on the pass interference will make it a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats into BPC territory at the Spartan 36. Just underway again, early first quarter, no score, 9:58 to play here in the opening quarter. Gonna be a little swing pass out to intended receiver number 44. Braxton Holstrom is incomplete, so 2nd and 10 for the Galva Wildcats. Head coach is Mark Jeffrey. BPC head coach, of course, is Jacob Schisler. Second and 10. Going to do some spinning around the backfield. Hurt's going to, this is a direct snap to Stahl. And they are going to lose a couple yards on the play. So 3rd and long for the Wildcats. 3rd and, well, called a loss of 3 on the play, actually. 3rd and 13 for Galva. Ball all the way back to the 38-yard line of BPC. We're going to go empty set, shotgun, 4 receivers, 2 to the near side. Hurt's going to look to throw. He's going to step up, fire one downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by number 2, Jonathan Harrell for BPC. He's across the 15, 20. He's got some room on the far side, 25. And he's going to be wrapped up short of the 30-yard line. Jonathan Harrell for BPC with the INT, and BPC is going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. 9 minutes to go. Going to come out shotgun, set Beekman at quarterback again for BPC. No, that is number 6, Parker Guppy at quarterback, and the handoff to Lane Huffman. And he's still on his feet, and he breaks 1 tackle. He's got 1 man to beat. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, BPC. 72 yards in the opening play. Lane Huffman to the house. 6-0 in favor of BPC. Lane Huffman goes 72 yards on the first play from scrimmage for BPC. As we saw Parker Guppy at quarterback, and Guppy at quarterback again. Your wings are Lane Huffman and Brock Beekman. Beekman in motion, going to hand it off to Beekman. He's going to cut it back into the end zone. I think he crossed the goal line before he fumbled the football. He did. So the 2-point conversion is good. So with 8:43 to play here in the first quarter, it's now an 8-0 lead in favor of BPC. We'll step aside for a moment. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're an 11-bed ER for the patient.
Back here at Galva High School, 8-0 in favor of BPC. Again, that score coming at the 8:43 mark, 72 yards for Beekman, as this is going to be a high end over and kick by Anderson, going to be fielded by number 54, Alex Davis, and he's going to head up across the 40 to about the 45, just short of the 45-yard line of Galva, it looks like. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Actually move it back a couple of yards. We'll call it the 42 this time. $8-0 lead for BPC. Working on our scoreboard here a little bit. See if we can get that back up for you folks. There we go. Scoreboard's fixed. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Under center is Hurd, and he's going to hand it off. I believe that's number 6, Logan Hurd on the carry. He's going to gain about 5 on the play. Second and 5 for the Wildcats at their own 48. Hurd under center, single back. Gonna fake the handoff's gonna look to throw. And that one nearly intercepted on the far side by Harrell again. Intended receiver on the play was number 18, Blake Stahl. And that's gonna bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats with the incomplete pass. Clock stopped at 7:58 to play here in the first quarter. Again, 8-0 in favor of BPC. Harrell there almost with back-to-back picks on consecutive Galva passes, but it'll stop the clock, and a 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats Single back set. And all the front of the BPC line moved, but I thought there might have been some movement up front on the Galva offensive line. We'll have to wait and see what the officials say. I'll say offsides on BPC, and that'll be enough for another Galva first down. They've got 2 first downs in the contest, and they're both on BPC penalties. Or 2 of the 3, I should say. They did get one on the run on the first play by Hurd. So 1st and 10 for Galva. Ball into BPC territory at their own 47. Hurd under center. The single back is going to be Logan Hurd. He's going to split out a receiver to both sides. And a handoff to Hurd. He's going to come near side, and a good run. He's still on his feet. He breaks some tackles. Brock Beatman's going to run him down from behind at about the 18. But a 29-yard gain for Logan Hurd, and that's another first down for the Galva Wildcats. Looked like Hurd was wrapped up after a good gain of about 5 or 6, but broke some tackles, and Brock Beatman had to run him down for BPC from behind. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Spartan 19, 7:30 to play here in the opening quarter. Hurd under center is going to split number 10, Jatavia Smith to the far side, and number 11 near side, John Patrick Sloan. Hurd's going to throw. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Galva. Number 10, Jatavia Smith on the catch. $17-yard pass from Hurd to Smith. And they're going to spread it out. And going to snap to Hurd. He's going to look to throw. He's got a man open, and the 2-point conversion is good. Catch by number 42, Cole Blouch. And with 7:11 to play, we are tied at 8-all. We will step aside, and we'll be back with a kickoff here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Back here at Galva High School, all tied up at 8-8 here in the opening quarter. As Galva will kick it off. Looks like Jonathan Harrell going to go back deep for BPC. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We're brought to you by King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. They support BPC athletics. They also offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MyDC 6932, and they also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. It's going to be a little line drive squib kick that's going to go out of bounds. Go out at the 34, it looks like. So actually, they're going to say it went out at the 39. So that's where BPC will start 1st and 10 from their own 39. Again, quarterback is number 6, Parker Guppy. Beekman in motion, going to fake the handoff to him. It is going to be Beekman on the carry. And he's going to have a nice gain of about 5. We'll call it a gain of 6 on the play. So 2nd and 4 for BPC. The ball at the BPC 44. Beekman in motion again, going to fake the handoff to him. Come to Huffman this way. Huffman's going to try and break a tackle. He breaks one. There's a flag on the play. Huffman's going to cut it back. He's got some room over the far side. There's another, looked like maybe a face mask, as Huffman's going to end up running about 25 yards to gain 1. And we're going to get a illegal block on a BPC, but I think they maybe missed a face mask there at the end of the run, so that's going to move it back. And that's a spot foul from the BPC 38. I'm not quite sure what the flag was at the 38. Moved the ball to the 34-yard line. Anyway, 2nd down and about 15. Guppy, shotgun set. Beekman in motion, going to hand it off to Beekman, and Beekman's going to go far side. Going to cut it back up the field, and he's going to have a gain. Well, we'll call it a gain of about 7, it looks like. So that's going to set up a 3rd and we'll call it 3rd and 8 for BPC at their own 42-yard line. 5:45 to play here in the opening quarter, all tied up 8-8 between the Spartans and Wildcats. Huffman in motion, going to fake the handoff to him. No, Guppy's going to keep it this time. And he's still on his feet, and he's going to be wrapped up short of the first down. Looks like Guppy's going to gain about 4. Logan Hurt, I believe, number 6 on the stop. Looks like BPC is going to go for it. It's 4th and 2. Ball at the Spartan 47-yard line. And again, shotgun set. Guppy, your quarterback. Lane Huffman and Brock Beekman, your wings. Going to hand it off to Huffman this side, and he's got plenty of room. Across the 50, 45, 40. Going to run out of bounds just short of the 40-yard line, but he's going to have enough for a BPC first down into Galva territory. From the 47 to the 40. Gain of 13 for Lane and a BPC first down. Clock stopped at 4:48 to play here in the opening quarter. Again, your wings will be Beekman near side, Huffman far side, Guppy in the shotgun formation. Beekman in motion, going to hand it off. Guppy's going to keep it himself, and he's got enough. Oh, the ball's loose, and I think Galva may have gotten on it. We'll have to wait and see. Guppy got close to the first down marker. Gain of 9, and it is a fumble and a recovery by Galva. So both teams with a turnover here in the opening quarter, and Galva will have it 1st and 10. Looks like at about the 33, we'll call it the 33-yard line. Galva territory, 8-8 our score. .4:33 to play here in the first quarter. Hurt going to go under center. Single back, I believe, is Holstrom. And it's going to be Holstrom on the carry, number 44, and he's going to have a gain of about 5. We'll call it, looks like a gain of 5 or 6. Called a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats. Clock down to 4:05 to play here in the first quarter. All tied up at 8-8. Hand off again to number 44, Holstrom. Holstrom, a 5'9", 183-pound fullback. And he's going to pick up a couple on the play. And we'll call it third and a short 2, long 1. Clock down to 3:30 to play here in the first quarter. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Be a handoff on the far side to number 23, and he's going to get a big hit from Brock Beekman. Alex Gustafson, he's going to lose a couple on the play, it looks like, and set up a fourth down. Thanks for tuning in. Always like to see what we've got going on in the chat. Hashtag Roll Spartans from Wolfridge Gaming. Hannah Ellis, go Lane. And Coach Snyder, go Spartans. Appreciate all the chats, and if you want to, hop on there. Make some comments. Let us know where you're listening to tonight. Appreciate you tuning in here on this Friday night. So the Wildcats are going to go for it, 4th and 2 from their own 41-yard line. And we're going to get a false start. The center, I believe, number 99, Ben Burris, jumped early. And that will be the first penalty on Galva for the evening. And that'll be a 5-yard mark off and make it 4th and 6 now for the Wildcats. Wolfridge Gaming also hashtag Spartan up. And now we're going to get a punt. As it looks like, I believe that's number 11, John Patrick Sloan back to punt. Huffman, nope, he's going to throw it. And he's got a man open, and it's enough for a first down and more to the quarterback, Cyrus Hurd. And that's going to go from the 41 out to the 49, a gain of 8. And a first down for the Wildcats. 2:05 on the clock here in the first quarter. So Coach Mark Jeffrey pulling out a little trickery there. A little bit of that here in the opening quarter. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 49-yard line. In motion is number 23, Gustafson. It's going to be a handoff to number 44, Braxton Holstrom, and he's going to be tripped up after a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6, 1:20 on the clock in the opening quarter. Again, thanks for tuning in. Early start here at Galva High School, 6 o'clock kickoff. Wildcats again in the blue home uniforms with the white pants. BPC, the white pants with the blue trim, blue numbers, white jerseys. That's going to be Holstrom again, number 44, and he's just bulldozing over people, and he's got enough for a first down inside the BPC 35 to the 34, a gain of 13. Clock will stop with 51.7 seconds to play here in the first quarter as they set the chains on the far side. Hurd under center. Holstrom, the setback. That is 23, Gustafson in motion. And the ball is out. And BPC is on the football. It'll be Spartan football. And William Anderson, number 69, on the fumble recovery. So that'll reset the field possession here. 26.4 seconds to play. 1st and 10 for BPC from their own 35. Copy, shotgun set. Huffman in motion, going to hand it off to Huffman. He's going to cut it back, break one tackle. Nope, won't get out of the second one. Number 13, Cameron O'Brien, and didn't see who the other number was. O'Brien was the first one to make contact with Huffman, and it's going to be a gain of a couple on the play, and that should be our final play of the opening quarter, as we're down to 3 seconds on the clock, and that will do it. We'll head to the second quarter, tied at 8. We'll be back with the second quarter here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Back here at Galva High School, getting ready for second quarter action here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're also brought to you by Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. And its trust department. Stop by the main branch on 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cool Street to learn more. Farmers and Merchants is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Huffman in motion, handoff, fake the handoff to him. Beekman going to take it from Guppy. And Beekman still on his feet across the 50. And he'll be tripped up on the far side by number, I believe that might be number 18, Blake Stahl. Beekman's going to take it from the 35 all the way to the 35 in Galva territory. We'll call that about a 30-yard gain for Brock Beekman on the play, and a first down for the Spartans as we are underway in the second quarter, just underway, 11:30 to play, 8-8 our score. Fake the handoff. No, it is going to be Huffman. He's going to tiptoe around, and first man missed, but the second one wrapped him up. That would be number 6, Logan Herr. Huffman's going to gain maybe 1 on the play. They're not going to move the down marker much. Maybe from the right side of the 35 to the left side, called a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. High snap. Guppy's going to hand it to Beekman. Huffman, the lead blocker. Beekman's going to cut it back, going to break 1 tackle, not going to get away from the second one. Beekman, I think, was stripped of the football, and he was, I believe, number 18, Blake Stahl. And just like that, another flip of possession, and Galva will have it 1st and 10, with 10:46 to play here in the first half. So Galva has it 1st and 10 from their own 31. Single receivers to both sides. Hallstrom, your lone setback behind Cyrus Hurd. And it's going to be Hallstrom again, and he's going to fall forward, wrapped up by number 99, Tanner Pierce. Going to pick up called a gain of 4. Second and 6 for the Wildcats from their own 30, just short of the 35-yard line. Called the 34. Same set again. Single receivers to both sides. Holstrom, the lone setback behind Hurd. And it's going to be Holstrom again. And he's going to lose the football, and BPC is on that one. As it is a turnover fest here in this first half. Interception and 3 fumbles. Fumble and interception for Galva and 2 fumbles for BPC. And the Spartans offense back on the field. 1st and 10 from the Galva 37. Guppy this time under center. On a handoff to Huffman, and he's going to get a good push behind the offensive line. Pick up about 5 on the play. Lane 5 carries for 93 yards. Of course, had a 72-yard touchdown for the BPC score on the first offense play of the night for the Spartans. Clock down to 9:30 to play here in the opening half. Again, under center, Guppy. Fake the handoff to Huffman. It's going to be Beekman. And he's going to be close to, I believe, a first down. Don't know exactly where he ran out of bounds, but it looks like the official are going to mark it. And it is going to be enough for a first down, a gain of about 7. 51 yards now for Brock Beekman on 5 carries. 1st and 10, BPC. Ball at the Galva 27. Sean says, let's go BPC, and heck yeah, go Spartans. Hand off to Huffman. He's going to be wrapped up from behind. Number 13 on the stop, Cameron O'Brien. But a nice gain for Lane Huffman. It looks like a gain of about 6. Second and 4 for BPC at the Galva 21-yard line. 8:50 to play here in the opening half. 8-8 our score between the Wildcats and Spartans. Tried to keep it with Guppy, and he's still on his feet. Breaks loose from one tackle. For being stood up at the line of scrimmage, Guppy able to get a couple yards out of the play when it looked like he had nowhere to go. Well, they're going to say no gain. I guess no gain. He ran a lot to gain nothing there. So 3rd and 4 for BPC. Ball at the Galva 21-yard line. Sean said would be at the game, but working. Well, I'm glad you're tuning in, Sean, and listening here tonight on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Guppy shotgun set. He's going to keep it this time, and he's still on his feet. He might get to the corner. He's got one man to beat. Touchdown, BPC. Parker Guppy, 21 yards on the run. And that's going to put BPC on top, 14-8, pending the 2-point conversion. That score coming at 7:44 to play in the second. .21 yards for the quarterback, Parker Guppy, on the scramble. Shotgun set. Huffman in motion, going to hand it to Lane. Lane's going to tiptoe around, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. So with 7:44 to play, it's now a 16-8 lead in favor of BPC. We'll be back here in a moment with a kickoff on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Back here at Galva High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. William Anderson with a nice deep kick. This one going to hit at about the 20, picked up by number 18. That's Stahl, no, number 10. My apologies on that. Jatavius Smith. And he's going to get it up across the 30, close to the 35-yard line. Wolfridge Gaming says, yeah, goes Spartans again. Heck yeah, touchdown, Sean. And that was a beautiful play again from Wolfridge Gaming. 7:35 to play here in the first half. 16-8 lead for BPC. Galva has it 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Hurt's going to go under center. The lone setback this time is number 6, Logan Herr. And it's going to be a faked handoff to him. Going to try to dump it out in the flat. They got a man open. Number 13 with a catch. Cameron O'Brien will wrapped up on the play by number 7, Gary Hughes. But it's going to be a gain of, we'll call it a gain of 7 on the pass play for Hurd. So a 2nd and 3 for the Wildcats. Hurd the setback. He's going to look to throw. Nope, that was number 18 that took the snap, Blake Stahl. And he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield, sacked by number 44, Ethan Pierce. That's going to be a loss back to about the original line of scrimmage, actually back a yard. So call it 3rd and 11, a loss of 8 on the play. Third and 11, the ball at the Galva 31-yard line. Wildcats trailing 16-8. Again, single set. Hurd under center. Going to hand off to number 6, Logan Herr. Herr's going to get a couple yards on the play. Get it close to the 35. We'll call it a gain of 3. It's going to set up a 4th and long. 4th and about 8. So 4th and 7 from the 37 for the Wildcats. Opening half here, 5:45 to play. 16-8 in favor of BPC. Hurd under center. The lone setback is Herr. Fake the handoff to him. Going to roll far side. Look to throw. He's got some open room. He's got the first down and a little more. He's going to get it across the 42. They're going to mark it at the 45. So a gain of 12 and a first down. So Galva with a first down here. Stops the clock at 5:16 to play here in the first half. Switch things around. It looks like 18 Holstrom, or Blake Stahl at quarterback. It is, and they're going to look to throw. Getting some pressure by BPC, and he's going to run it. Going to be run out of bounds near midfield by Parker Guppy. Stahl's going to pick up, we'll call it 5. Second and 5 for the Wildcats at midfield. 5:04 on the game clock here in the first half. Spread things out again. Looks like Stahl again at quarterback. On a handoff to number 6, and he's wrapped up by Jonathan Harrell, but he's going to have enough for a first down, a gain of about 11. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the BPC 38. Call that a gain of 12. .445 to play here in the first half. And Galva going to spread it out. Holstrom now back at the lone running back, and he's going to get the football and just going to follow all of his blockers. And he's got enough for a first down inside the 25 to about the 24. Gain of 14, a first down for the Wildcats. Her back at backfield, in the backfield with Stahl. Her's going to get the football. Going to try to bounce it outside, and he's going to be wrapped up. Ethan Pierce, 44, with first man to get there to slow him down. And it's going to be a loss of about a yard. So 2nd and 11 for the Wildcats. The ball at the Spartan 25-yard line. Switching some stuff up as I see Stahl at quarterback. Looks like Hurt going in as an end. Single receivers to both sides. Going to fake the handoff. Looking to throw. He's got all sorts of pressure. He's going to get out of it. Missed the first one. He's going to be close to the first down. Going to be wrapped up short of the first down. But it's going to be a nice gain of about 10 for Blake Stahl. 3rd and short, 3rd and about a yard for the Wildcats. Kind of got a little bit of a smoke screen going on here tonight from the grills. Whatever they're grilling down there, pork chops smell pretty good. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Galva. That'll be their first. We'll keep it here. So we can tell you we're brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. Bowman, yep, Coach Bowman. It was a 6 o'clock start tonight. So 2:51 to play as the, I don't know if this is a recreation of the Philadelphia-Chicago game years ago in the fog and the playoffs, but we've got quite the smoke screen hanging over the field here at Galva High School. 3rd and 1 for the Wildcats at the BPC 15. Handoff to her. Second push is going to be enough for a first down. So another first down for the Wildcats. Going to be a gain of 4. We're going to check out, and we'll see a Holstrom at the back position again. to shift it around now. They're going to go back. Single receivers to both sides. Holstrom at the back position. Going to be a fake handoff and nowhere to go. Going to dump it off. And it was number 13 with a catch. I don't know who for BPC. A couple guys had a shot at Stahl. And he's going to dump it off to number 13. And they're going to get some positive yardage out of the play. Gain of about 4 on the pass. Second and 5, they'll call it, at the 6. BPC with a 8-point lead as we're down to 1:45 on the first half clock. 16-8 in favor of BPC, but Galva knocking on the doorsteps. Going to be a handoff to Holstrom. This time he stood up right at the line of scrimmage by BPC, who gets up off the bottom of the pile. Number 60, Braxton Kempf. First man to meet Holstrom on the play, and that'll be a no gain, 3rd and 5. Clock down to 1:14 and counting. 3rd and 5 from the 6 for the Wildcats. And same set. Stahl under center. Holstrom the lone setback. Going to fake the handoff. Look, the throw's got a man open. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver. He had it for a moment, number 23, Alex Gustafson, but in and out of the hands, and that'll stop the clock and bring up 4th down for the Wildcats. 55.8 seconds on the clock in a quickly played first half. Wildcats going to go for a big stand here, possibly for BPC. Holstrom in your lone setback. Stahl under center. Going to look to throw. All sorts of confusion as they ran into each other, Holstrom and Stahl. And they're still pushing towards the goal line, but he's going to come up short. Going to gain about 2 or 3 on the play as Stahl. So BPC is going to take over 1st and 10 with 47.7 seconds to play at their own 3-yard line. 16-8 in favor of BPC. Spartans with all 3 timeouts remaining. Wildcats with 2. Covey going to go shotgun set. Huppman in motion, going to hand it to Huppman. He's going to get around the right side, and he's got some room. Cuts it back, and he's going to have a nice gain out beyond the 20 to the 21, 22-yard line. Gain of 18. He must have run out of bounds. Nope, we're going to get a timeout, BPC. So both squads with 2 timeouts. We'll keep it here during the timeout. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. That's going to put Lane over 100 yards on 7 carries. 117 yards unofficially on 7 carries and a touchdown. 40.1 seconds to play. We can tell you about some more of those great sponsors for BPC. Including Hulett Enterprises and Hulett Trucking. They can take your product down the road near or far and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see them on Route 41 south of Prairie City or call them at 309-775-3333. 1st and 10 BPC from their own 20-yard line, 21-yard line I'm going to call it. The first down marker is at the 31. Shotgun snap. Guppy's going to look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Beekman. He has it. And he's into Galva territory, still on his feet. They try to knock the ball loose. Galva does knock it loose. And they are going to recover the football. .45 yards on the pass play, but the turnover gives it right back to Galva. So the Wildcats going to take over in a crazy first half. 5 turnovers now in the first half. 3 fumbles by BPC. 1 fumble and an interception for Galva. And the Wildcats with a couple of timeouts. 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. 30.2 seconds on the clock. Empty backfield. Stahl going to look to throw. He's got some pursuit. He's got a man open, caught by number 23, Gustafson. And he's going to run out of bounds close to the first down. I think he's going to have it. Going to run out near the 40, called a gain of 11, and a first down for the Wildcats. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll have a brief chat with Coach Borders, and we will have our MDH halftime interview. Actually, 18.6 seconds on the clock. My apologies. The goalpost blocking out the 1 on the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, Wildcats on their own 39. Stahl looking to throw. He's got some pressure. Going to be wrapped up. No, he won't. He gets out of 1 man. Still on his feet, running around. He's going to be, nope, he's going to miss another tackler and run out of bounds in BPC territory at the 45. $16 yards on the run, but all that running around ran the clock all the way down to 4.6 seconds to play. As we've probably got time for just one more play here in the first half. And Galva's going to take their second timeout of the first half. So they'll have 1 remaining. We'll step aside for a quick word, and we'll be back here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I feel honored for those patients who have chosen me as their provider to begin with. So when they come in, I definitely have to show them respect and try to take care of them the best way I can.
Back here at Galva High School, TSSR Game Time Live. Just about set for halftime here. Only 4.6 seconds on the clock. Galva has it 1st and 10 from the BPC 45, and I would expect at this point you're going to see all sorts of laterals, everything that you can possibly think of to see on this play as far as that goes, as we do have 4.6 seconds play. So the Wildcats are set up 1st and 10 for the BPC 45. Wildcats trail it by 8, 16-8 in favor of BPC. And a handoff. Nope, fake the handoff. Stahl's going to look to throw. He's got a man open, and he threw the intended receiver, number 23, Alex Gustafson. So that will end the opening half. BPC on top 16-8. I don't know if we'll get Coach Borders or not. Looks like he might be heading down to talk to the team. So I guess we won't have Coach Borders here right now at this point at halftime. We'll keep it here for a few minutes, and it looks like the cheerleaders for Galva are going to perform for us here at halftime.
High school cheerleaders is Maddie Bates, Addie Moore, Lily Wygant, Ellen Ingalls, Sage Kaiser, Isabel Wygant, Arabella Porsche, Naya Roman. Your Galva cheerleaders are coached by Mrs. Michelle Murphy. And
Galva cheer squad performing. It looks like now the Galva dance team will keep it here for that as well.
Now welcome your Galva High School dance team under the direction of Miss I8FA.
What we doing? I like to move it, just off the push now, I'm just conscious. I have to fix my mood in life, and I wake up, it's not just stretching. I like to move it, so please get out the way, it's coming. I like to move it, jump off the push now, I'm just cool. Having time number 2, what you gonna do? Gonna tie the way, call with the top fold. Oh, none of y'all walk around looking so crazy, I ain't even gonna laugh, I'ma talk to him. You need to go change all that, young man. Man, I better kitchen with the pots and pans. Keep it to the dirty, had to wash your hands. Man, so hurt, you can barely stand. I like to move it, just off the push now, I'm just conscious. I have to fix my mood in life, when I woke up, it's not just stretching. I like to move it, so please get out the way, it's coming. I like to move it, just off the push now, I'm just coolin'. Yeah, Hammer time, boys in the building. What we doing? Say something, move it. Come off the whip, let's do it. Jump off the stage, I'm too lit. Jump back to get on the bus, I'm coolin'. I'm in the spring making sure I don't sleep when I'm fishing outside in the pool. I tell LeBron I'ma show him the road, so I pull out my Bible to school. I like to move it, just off the push now, I'm just conscious. I have to fix my mood in life, when I woke up, it's not just stretching. I like to move it, so please get out the way, it's coming. I like to move it, just off the push now, I'm just coolin'.
Galva dance squad here at the halftime break. About 9:50 on the halftime clock. Don't forget, getting underway right about now, just a little after 7 o'clock now here on this, or just before 7 o'clock, we should be loading you up with lots of great games on the TSSR Game Time Line platform. West Central at Amboy tonight, Milledgeville versus River Ridge, Peoria Heights hosting West Prairie Southeastern. And 8-man football, 11-man, we've got Bureau Valley and Macomb, West Hancock and Illini West, and Abingdon Avon and Elmwood Brimfield on the schedule for you tonight. Another performance here at halftime here at Galva High School. Another performance by the Galva cheer squad and dance team. What we're going to do, it looks like the Galva band may be getting ready to enter the field, so we'll stay here, try and get maybe one song of theirs, and we'll get into our halftime interview and come back with some stats. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Aaron Christensen on the camera tonight. Appreciate his help. Chris Rankhauser here at Galva High School.
thunderstruck, and I can see clearly now. Your Galva marching band.
Great job, Maddie.
That was pretty cool. That was awesome. Yeah.
Getting Galva marching band ready to perform here at halftime. (16-8) our score here at the half in favor of BPC. As we can see off to the northeast of us, the big super harvest moon starting to make an appearance just below some trees over to the northeast side here. We're going to step aside the Galva marching band and we'll have our halftime interview. We'll be back with stats and the second half kickoff in just a few moments here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
And welcome back. I'm here with Emily Alden now. And Emily, patient advocate, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
That sounds like a title that encompasses a whole lot. Let's first put it in simple words if you can, and then we'll kind of go in depth with it a little bit.
Yes, as the patient advocate, there is a lot to do in the role, but it's a fantastic opportunity. So generally speaking, I will help patients. I will talk about the service that they have here and just in general measure the patient experience for the entire organization.
Well, speaking of knowing the entire organization, kind of the theme has been everybody knows everybody at MDH because you're a smaller rural hospital, even though MDH offers a lot. You literally have to probably know everybody or most everybody because you need to know what each thing's going to happen if that patient's dealing with it.
Yes, that's very true. When I first stepped into the role about a year ago, it was really an interesting and fantastic opportunity to get to know all of the departments, how they work together and individually, and just to see the well-oiled machine.
Well, patient care, obviously, at a hospital is key. You're a key part of that. What is it about patient care at MDH that makes MDH special?
Service excellence internally to provide the best patient care is top of mind here for all of our staff across every single level, every single department, and the organization as a whole. It's a big focus. So we make sure that we take care of our patients and that they have the best experience possible. We're very open to feedback. We always want to improve in areas that we can improve. So we always have open ears. We always appreciate the feedback that we receive.
You are working with all departments. And when a patient comes in, let's say they come into the ER and then they come to ICU and then they go to the floor, your job kind of is to let the patients know what you can do, right? Or what you offer, or what they can do. Am I missing that? Is that correct?
Yes, actually, our case management department is instrumental with that side of things. Every once in a while, I'll step in and just check in on patients, see how their experience overall is going, to collect that feedback and see if we can implement any changes to make it even better.
So you deal with patients in so many different departments, and really they can go all the way from getting here in the ER to physical therapy on the way out, right?
Yes, absolutely. So MDH has a lot to offer our patients. So while you're here, if you're just running in for some outpatient tests, whether it's lab work or visiting our radiology department, convenience clinic, visiting your primary care provider over at MDH Family Clinic, emergency room, labor and delivery. There are so many different departments that work so well together, and our team is a family. The organization in itself is a family, and so everybody does a great job at trying to understand what departments do that aren't their own, so that way we can make it a seamless experience for our patients.
Well, and then as a patient advocate, right, you just kind of all that together and look at it, right, and then see as patient A comes through, what can we do to make patient B, who might follow them, a little bit better next time?
Absolutely.
So as you do that, what kind of things do you look for? I mean, what I would imagine with MDH, as it continues to improve, you start looking for smaller things, right? So the obvious things are maybe gone, so then you start looking at little things to make the sometimes the worst experience of their life, right, a little bit better as they work through.
Yes, most definitely. So you never know what kind of day somebody's having when they walk through our doors, and you don't know what they're necessarily here for. So it's important to keep an open mind and take a look at what can we ask them that's specific to their experience. Why are they here? Comfort them and make sure that we ask the right questions so that we can purposefully pull out information that we can work on.
Yeah, and I think we've talked a lot about different things from different people. You're, besides Bill, the CEO, you're the one person that kind of helps with, like, it gets your hands in a little bit of everything as far as the patient is concerned. Everybody's talked about it being a family, and you've even mentioned it being a family. Does the fact that everybody knows everybody, as far as employees, from the CEO down to the CNAs, does that kind of make your job a little bit easier?
Absolutely. When you're a family, you care about each other, and we are all here for one purpose, and that is to provide the best experience for our patients that we possibly can. So when you are a tight-knit family, it's just great to be, we're a community, a family, a community, and we are here to serve our patients. And when everybody has that one purpose, it's a great feeling.
Well, Emily, I appreciate you stopping and talking to us, and keep fighting for the patients.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
We'll be back after this.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Back here at Galva High School, 16-8 in favor of BPC at the half. A turnover fest in the first half, the 5 total turnovers, as 3 fumbles by the Spartans, a interception and fumble by the Wildcats, as the clock has sounded The horn is sounded. The clock at 0. So we're going to get the 3 minutes back on the clock. 16-8 here at the half. BPC first offensive play was Lane Huffman, 72 yards on the touchdown run. Brock Beekman 2-point conversion run was good. It was 8-0 in favor of BPC. Galva would answer back. 17-yard pass from Cyrus Hurd. On a 17-yard touchdown pass to number 10, Jatavius Smith. And Holstrom's, no, actually it was a catch. I apologize. The 2-point conversion for Galva was a Cole Mouch 2-point conversion and catch, and it made it 8-8. That score coming to 7:11 to play. And with 7:44 to play, it was Parker Guppy on a 21-yard touchdown run for BPC. Huffman's run for 2 made it 16-8. That's our halftime score, as BPC will have the football to start the second half. Running down some of the stats at the break. Got for Galva, Cyrus Hurd, 4 carries for 22 yards. Braxton Holstrom, 8 carries for 47 yards. Blake Stahl, 6 carries for 22. Alex Gustafson, 1 carry for -2 yards. And Logan Hurd, 6 carries for 53 yards. Hurd passing was 1 of 4 for 24 yards unofficially. I also have number 11, John Patrick Sloan, on the fake punt attempt. He had a completion for 8 yards. And Blake Stahl, I have unofficially 2 of 4 for 15 yards. For BPC, Lane Huffman, 17 carries for 117 yards and a score. Brock Beekman, 5 carries for 51 yards. Parker Guppy, 4 carries for 34 and a touchdown. Guppy was 1 of 1 passing for 45 yards. Beekman with that 1 reception, but did fumble the ball at the end of the play, as Galva really ball hawking and trying to knock the ball loose, and they successfully did that 3 times in the first half. As the clock winding down, and we are just about set for second half action. The clock now down to 0. As BPC, I believe, as I said, we'll start with the football to start the second half. Again, thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. It's like Lane Huffman back deep to receive for BPC. Looks like it might be 40. Balch, number 42, I believe, to kick it away for the Wildcats. Well, minutes on the clock. We're ready for third quarter action here. 16-8 in favor of BPC again. And they're going to squib kick it. It did not go 10 yards. And BPC is going to fall on the football, number 80. Mario Gregory on the football for BPC. Actually, the kicking tee went further than the football. The kicking tee clear out to the beyond the 50-yard line. And BPC will start first and 10 from the Galva 48-yard line. Guppy going to fake the handoff, and he's going to keep it himself and going to be wrapped up for a loss of 4. Second and 14. Hupman in motion, going to hand off to Beekman. And he's got, no, that's Jonathan Harrell. He's going to make one man miss, looked like a horse collar almost. And he's going to bring it down into inside the 35 to the 30. Gain of 23. And a BPC first down. $11:15 just underway here in the third quarter. Shotgun set. Huffman in motion, going to hand off to Huffman. He's going to go forward for a couple of yards on the play, get down to the 30. Gain of 2. Second and 8 for BPC. Abundant motion, going to fake the handoff. Guppy's going to look to throw. He's got a man open. It's caught. Touchdown, BPC. Jonathan Harrell on the catch. 30 yards on the pass. So 30 yards on the pitch and catch from Guppy to Harrell. That makes it a 22-8 lead for BPC. Two-point conversion attempt. Huffman in motion, going to fake the handoff to him. Nope, it is going to be Huffman, and he's into the end zone touchdown, or the two-point conversion is good. So that's going to make it a 24-8 lead for BPC. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Back here at Galva High School, 24-8 in favor of BPC. Kick is on the way. Good kick, going to be through the legs of the returner down inside the 10. And a decent run back, still on his feet. I thought he got knocked out of bounds back inside the 20, around the 20, and the officials say that is the case. So first and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 21-yard line, 10:21 to play here in the third quarter. Fumbled snap picked up by the quarterback, and I think it's still loose. I think Galva got back on it. They did. Number 44, Holstrom on the football for the Wildcats. Gain of 3. Second and 7 for the Wildcats. The ball up there on 24, trailing 24-8. Holstrom on the carry. He's going to have a first down for the Wildcats across the 30 to the 31, a gain of 7. Down to 9:20 to play here in the contest. First and 10 Wildcats from their own 31. Stahl going to look to throw. He's got some pressure. He's going to get away from a couple defenders, and he is going to maybe get back. No, he's going to gain about 3 or 4 on the play, it looks like. That would be Blake Stahl. Second and, they're going to say 5. I'm going to say 2nd and 6. About the 36. Look to throw. Stahl's got a man open. Intercepted. Brock Beatman, I believe, on the pick. Intended receiver on the far side was number 6, Logan Herr. So Brock Beatman with the interception. BPC going to be set up in the Wildcat side of the 50-yard line at the 45. First and 10 for BPC. Guppy going to go shotgun set. Your running backs are Huffman and Harrell. And going to be a fake. And Guppy's going to keep it himself. And he'll have a gain of about 3 on the play. They let him really play. Forward progress is a gain of about 3. But the official here on the near side only going to give him about a yard or 2 on the play at best. Maybe a yard. Nope, it is a gain of, we'll call it a gain of 2 for Parker Guppy. Clock down to 7:30 to play here in the third quarter, I should say. 2nd and 8 for BPC at the Wildcat 43. And I mishandled handoff to Harrell. Harrell was going to fall on the football. And he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain for Jonathan Harrell. 3rd and long for BPC, 3rd and 8. Ball at the Wildcat 43-yard line. 6:45 to play here in the contest in the third quarter. Guppy shotgun formation again. In motion, going to fake the handoff. Going to try to throw. He fumbled the football. BPC's going to get on the football. Braxton Kemp, one of the linemen, number 60 for the Spartans, falls on the football, but it's going to be a big loss back to midfield and set up a 4th and 15 for BPC. As number 5, Braylon Griffiths, into the ball game to punt for BPC. And we're going to get a timeout taken by the Spartans. So BPC takes their first time out. We'll step aside and we'll be back here with the fourth down play in just a moment.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you were first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Back here at Galva High School. Big 4th and 15 for BPC at midfield. We can tell you about Midwest Ice. Do you need ice or any upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. They deliver ice directly to your event. Call Blaine Wrench at 309-351-8192. Looks like the Spartans are going to line up and go for it. Guppy's going to look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Huffman, and he is into the end zone. 10-5 touchdown on BPC, 50 yards. Parker Guppy to Lane Huffman for the score, and that makes it a 30-8 lead in favor of BPC. Score coming at 5:56 to play in the third. 2-point conversion. They're going to hand it off to Beekman. And does he get in? No. 2-point conversion is no good. So with 5:56 to play, it's a 30-8 lead for BPC. We'll step aside and we'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb. And this hospital, irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
5:56 to play here in the third quarter, 30-8 in favor of BPC. Big 50-yard touchdown pass on fourth down from Guppy to Huffman. 69 William Anderson to tee it up for BPC. BPC a man short on the kick team here. Anderson with approach, nice end over and kick, going to hit at about the 30, picked up by one of the up men. Number 12. Cyrus Hurd, and he's going to run over Mark Schmidt, I believe, number 20. And BPC or Galva will have it 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line, trailing 30-20 or 30-8, 22-point lead for BPC. $5:50 to play here in the third quarter. Holstrom, the lone setback behind Stahl, and it'll be Holstrom on the carry. And he'll push forward for a nice game of about 4. $61 yards on 11 carries for Holstrom. See number 12, Cyrus Hurd, checking out of the ball game. Looks like it may be a little shaken up. Limping a little bit as he comes near sideline. Also Holstrom checking out. See number 6, Logan Herr. And a shift out, Herr going to go to the lone setback. Smith and Sloan, your two receivers for the Wildcats. Going to fake the handoff or pass, and that pass just short of the intended receiver. He had number 11, John Patrick Sloan, open on the far side, but that pass going to come up short. Third and 10. I should say 3rd and 5. Scoreboard had it still as 10. 3rd and 5. See Hallstrom and back into the ball game for Galva. Hallstrom the lone setback. Again, single receivers to both sides. Saul's going to look to throw. And this time he's going to be wrapped up back at the original line of scrimmage. 44, Ethan Pierce on the sack for BPC. And it's going to set up 4th and 9. 4:40 to go. Ball back to the Galva 46-yard line. Wildcats going to line up and go for it. Hurry your setback this time. Stahl going to drop back and look to throw. And he's got pressure again. It's Pierce again on the sack for BPC all the way back to the 36-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 10. Spartans will have it 1st and 10 from the Galva 38-yard line. 4:06 to play here in the third quarter. 30-8 lead for BPC. 22-point advantage for the Spartans. Guppy shotgun set. Your wings are Huffman and Harrow. Gonna fake the handoff to Harrow. It's Huffman, and he's into the secondary and bowls over a man and gets the first down close to the 25-yard. Called a gain of 13 for Lane Huffman. 132 yards unofficially on 9 carries for Lane. 1st and 10 for the Spartans at the Gal 7-yard line. And same now, Guppy under center this time. It's like Beekman, and nope, that is going to be Huffman again on the carry. And have to see where they move the down marker. Gain of, we'll call it a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for BPC at the Galva 24-yard line. Guppy, handoff to Harrell. Harrell's going to get the corner. Can he stay in bounds? He will. And touchdown, BPC. Jonathan Harrell, 24 yards on the touchdown run for BP. It's going to make it a 36-8 lead. Two-point conversion upcoming, 36-8 in favor of BPC. Guppy under center. Be a handoff to Huffman. He's going to dance around, break free into the end zone for the two-point conversion. That's going to make it a 30-point advantage in favor of BPC. 38-8, 2:51 to play. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Back here at Galva High School, 38-8. Anderson to kick it away. Nice deep kick. And it's going to go off the hands of Gustafson. He's going to pick it up at about the 17. And he's still on his feet. Well, nice run back. Gets it out across the 30 to the 32, we'll call it the 32-yard line. First and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 31-yard line. Stahl, and this time Stahl's going to be on again for another loss. I think Huffman and Pierce, I believe, in on the stop for BPC. It's going to be a loss. Well, only a yard, we'll call it a loss of 1. Second and 11 for the Wildcats at their own 30-yard line. Clock down to 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. BPC on top by 30 at 38-8. Going to go 4 receiver set this time. Shotgun formation. Stahl looking to throw. He's got a man wide open over there, and he's going to have enough for a first down. Jonathan Harrell pops the ball loose. It'll be BPC football at the Galva 39-yard line. So first and 10, BPC right at the Galva 40, a minute 37 to play here in the third quarter. Got to be shotgun set. Harrell and Huffman, your wing backs. Huffman in motion. Going to be a handoff to Lane. And he's got enough for a first down for BPC inside the 30 to the 29. Gain of 11 for Lane.
Enough for another first down.
Injury timeout for Galva, so we'll step aside and we'll be back here in just a moment.
We're an 11-bed ER.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb. They were so wonderful.
I thought about the staff of MDH. They're all good. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here at Galva High School, Cameron O'Brien, number 13, the Wildcat player, shaken up on the play. So it'll be a first and 10 for BPC. Lane up to 146 yards unofficially on 11 carries. For BPC at the Galva 29. Gonna fake the handoff, and it is gonna be Huffman again, faked me out. And Lane's going to have another good gain of about 7. Yeah, they're going to mark him a little. Yeah, we'll call it a gain of 6. Clock under a minute to play now in the third quarter. 38-8 in favor of BPC. Second and 4. Huffman again with a carry. He's going to have a first down for BPC. Inside the 20. See where they mark him down at. Looks like at about the 17. Going to mark him at the 16. So first and 10 BPC from the Galva 16-yard line. 20 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Hand off to Huffman again. Huffman's got some room. Still on his feet. Going to be inside the 10, down close to the 5-yard line. He's going to have enough for another BPC first down. Stop the clock as they set the chains. 10.5 seconds. Roll the clock. They're going to take a quick snap. Huffman again. And this time he's going to be brought down short of the goal line after maybe a gain of a yard or two. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. It's 30. Back with the fourth quarter here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Back here is where you're ready for fourth quarter action. We can tell you about Pawn Plus. They're proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pawn Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repairs and are open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games. Located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Erico and Taco Bell. That's Pawn Plus. Also, Sports Corner, Macomb's original local sports bar. Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time Live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop by and say hi at 124 North Randolph in Macomb. 2nd and 3 for BPC. Going to hand off to Huffman. It is Lane Huffman. Touchdown BPC. Makes it 44-8. That score coming with 11:55 to play. Huffman on a 3-yard touchdown run. Two-point conversion. Jonathan Harrell on the run. And he is in. The two-point conversion is good. 8 in favor of BPC. Will step aside and be back with the kickoff here in just a moment.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Back here at Galva High School, 46-8 in favor of BPC. That touchdown for Lane Huffman gives him 15 carries on officially 172 yards, a couple of scores. William Anderson, number 69, to kick it away. 23. Alex Gustafson back deep for Galva. Nice high end over picks it up at the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet. One man gone. Touchdown, Galva. Yes, he will be tripped up at the goal line on a 75-yard kick return for Alex Gustafson for the Wildcats. And that's going to make it a 46-14 score. Score coming 11:36 to play.
That's a Joe Becker touchdown for the Wildcats.
75 yards for Alex Gustafson for the Wildcats. For the score for Galva. 11:36 to play, 46-14 in favor of BPC. I'm going to spread it out again. And the flip pass is good. Hurd to Holstrom. And that's going to make it 46-16 in favor of BPC. We'll be back with a kickoff here in just a moment.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vivere procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
I chose physical therapy. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
11:36 to play in the contest. A 30-point lead for BPC. Is Jonathan Harrell going to drop back for the kick? Number 42. Cole Bouch to kick it away. Going to be an onside kick again, and this one went far enough, but BPC, I think, is on it. Number 40 falls on the football for BPC. Phoenix Cameron on the kick recovery for BPC. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Clock down to 11 minutes to play. Some new numbers into the ball game. That's going to be Harold on the carry, number 14. Thomas Anderson in at quarterback. Also see number 4, Xander Jones. And we got another shaken up player for Galva, it looks like. Officials timeout. 10:44 to play. We'll step aside and be back here in just a moment.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers, mothers, and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
Number 42, Cole Bouch, the shaken up Galva player, coming off on his own power. 2nd and 4 for BPC. Again, Thomas Anderson, number 14, at quarterback now for the Spartans. Harrell in motion, going to hand off to Harrell. And he's going to break a tackle. He's got a first down, a little more down to the Galva 35. Gain of 10.
Another Spartan first down. Good hustle, Randy. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Down to 10:15 to play. See number 20, Mark Schmidt, into the ball game as well. And it's going to be Xander Jones on the carry this time. And he's going to have a good gain of about 9 on the play. Let's see if we got some new numbers up front or not for BPC. Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3. Ball at the Wildcat 30. 9:30 to play here in the contest. High snap. And beat on the football. I can't tell if it was Harrell or Jones. It is Jonathan Harrell that falls on the football for BPC. That's going to be a loss of about 10. So 3rd down and 13. Clock down to 9:05 now to play. 46-16 in favor of BPC. Hand off to Harrell. And he's got a lot of room. He's going to have the first down, a little more inside the 25 to the 24, a gain of 19. It's going to have Harrell up near the 100-yard mark in the contest. Going to be Anderson on a keeper this time. Nice gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. Gain of 4 for the freshman quarterback, number 14, Thomas Anderson. Hand off to Jones. And he's going to be down, I believe, enough for a first down. He does. Gain of about 8. We'll call it a gain of 8 for Xander Jones. Down to 7:15 to play. 30-point lead for BPC, 46-16. And off to Jones, lost his footing, is going to be stood up and bent backwards. Gain of 1. Just about 8 o'clock here on a Friday evening. Yes, we are in the 4th quarter. I did hear that right, see that right on the scoreboard as we had a 6 o'clock kickoff tonight. Anderson's shotgun set, going to send Jones in motion, going to hand off to Harrell. And Harrell's going to pick up about 4 or 5 on the play, it looks like. We'll have to see where they mark him down. Stop made by number 13, Cameron O'Brien for the Wildcats. Clock down to 5:50 to play in the contest. 3rd and 4 for BPC from the Wildcat 11. Going to hand off to Harrell. He's going to cut it outside. Untouched touchdown, BPC. 52-16 in favor of BPC. Score coming at 5:36 to play. Two-point conversion for the Spartans. And we've got a false start, number 54, Gavin Ford, I believe, on the far side, moving too early. So that'll push the two-point conversion attempt back 5 yards. Henderson on the keeper. He will not get in. So the two-point conversion failed. 36 to play. It's 52-16 in favor of BPC. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Back here at Galva High School. We can get some scores from around the area now that we're about an hour into the 7 o'clock kickoffs. Macomb 21, Bureau Valley 7 at the half. No score between Ridgewood and Flanagan Cornell. Industry over Princeville at the half. Anderson with a line drive kick, going to be fielded by Gustafson at the 20, 25-30, 35-40. And he'll get it across the 40 out to about the 44-yard line where he's brought down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Fulton on top of Knoxville, 34-14 in the second quarter. Elmwood 27, A-Town 12, second quarter. Rockridge on top of Monmouth, 14-12 at the half. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 43. False start on the offense. 5-yard mark off as we have a running clock here. So 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. Some new numbers in for BPC on defense. I see number 80, Lamario Gregory. Anderson at a safety spot. Mark Schmidt. Jaden Powell. Going to be handoff to Holstrom. And he's going to man to beat. Number 5 going to bring him down. Braylon Griffiths all the way inside the 30 to the 29-yard line of BPC. $32 yards for Holstrom on the run. That's going to get him up close to 100 yards on the evening. Hand off to number 6, Logan Hurd. He's going to be met in the backfield. Number 80, Mario Gregory on the stop. Also number 9, Dylan King. Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. Saul's going to look to throw. A little dump pass. Got a man open in the flat. That's number 13, Cameron O'Brien. Going to be a gain of about play. Clock down to 2:30 to play in the contest. Third and 5 for the Wildcats, the BPC 25. Spartans hitting the road next week for a long trip up to play the Clippers of Amboy High School. Stahl looking to throw, is going to just keep it himself, and he's going to be avoiding tacklers. He's got one man to beat into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Nope. Yep, it is a touchdown. (52-22) the score, 1:53 to play. Two-point conversion on the way. And the pass is good. Hurd. 52-24 in favor of BPC, 1:53 to play. We'll step aside to be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb. They were so wonderful.
I thought about the staff of MDH. They're all good. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here at Galva High School, a minute 53 to play. 52-24 in favor of BPC. The line drive kick fielded by number 5, Braylon Griffiths, and he's going to have a nice run out across the 40 to the 45-yard line. So a minute 30 on the clock. Minute 10 to play. Timeout. BPC. Clock stop with 51.5 seconds to play. We can tell you about Postgame show sponsor, JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MVH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. Don't forget, coming up on the post-game show, JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show, we'll have a chat with Coach Schisler. Not sure if we'll get Coach Jeffrey up here or not for Galva.
First and 10 for the Spartans.
Thomas Anderson again in at quarterback for BPC. Going to hand off to Xander Jones, and Jones's forward progress is going to get him probably right back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more than that, as we're down to 38 seconds on the clock. And still getting things sorted out here, so I'm not sure BPC is going to have to take another snap here. There's 27 seconds to go on the clock. They're just going to line it up and take victory formation, take a kneel down, and call it a night. Clock down to 10 seconds to play. And nope, BPC will not have to snap the football. It's a final score, 52-20. BPC picks up win number 3 on the season. We'll step aside and we'll have some stats, and we'll have a chat with Coach Schisler coming up on the post-game show. We'll be back here in just a couple of minutes.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that. So I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
We're an 11-bed ER patient.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Art Purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Back here at Galva High School, 52-24 final score. BPC with the victory to pick up win number 3. Coach Schisler, I see, on his way up. As we see, run down some stats quickly for Galva. Braxton Holstrom finishing with 12 carries for 93 yards. Sarah's Hurd, 4 carries for 20. Blake Stahl, 10 carries for 7 yards. Logan Herr, 6 carries for 53. And Alex Gustafson, 1 carry for a -2. For BPC, Lane Huffman, 15 carries for 172 yards. Brock Beekman, 5 carries for 51. Jonathan Harrell, 94 yards on 6 carries. And Parker Guppy, 6 carries for 32 yards as Coach Schisler is on his way up. Hand him the headset here. Let him get all set and stuff. And Coach, congratulations, you guys picking up win number 3. And slow start, though, that first half, and just nobody seemed to want to hold on to the football very well.
Yeah, we kind of preach, a sense of urgency coming out here in the second half. But, yeah, that first half was pretty rough. Not really what we want to display, week before going to play in Amboy, but up and, playing stiff competition next week.
Right. Well, you guys did get it cleaned up because I don't know what the halftime speech was, but you guys came out like lightning in the second half and just seemingly clicking on about everything offensively you guys did.
Yeah, just not our brand of football there in the first half. We do have a few guys beat up. We lost a few guys, so we're playing with, a smaller roster now. But these guys got to step up. They got to make plays.
Hey, you got to figure the start of the game couldn't have started any better for you guys. The first play,
yeah.
Lane takes it 72 yards for the touchdown, and like I said, I thought, well, the way that played out, I thought maybe things are going to be, we're going to boom, 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 but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they threw a lot of stuff at us that we weren't really expecting there. But picked up on it there in the second half. Came out. We just got to play more fired up.
Right. Well, and they seemingly did a really good job because I think we had 3 fumbles in the first half,
yep.
and they were just ball hawking it. Every time somebody for BPC had the football, they were going in hard and trying to knock the ball loose, and they were able to do that a few times.
Yeah, props to them. I mean, our guys were, we were up and trying to still drive. I mean, it's great fighting for yards. We still got to hold on to the football. So.
Right. Well, Lane finishes unofficially. I got him about 172 yards. Jonathan Harrell just missing a 100-yard mark with 94, so you got some good balance there, especially in the second half. And I thought Parker looked really good at quarterback for you guys tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good experience for him. He'll be the guy next year. So getting this experience, getting these reps is going to help him out a lot.
Well, Coach, we've got a little bit of a trip back, but not as far as next week. As you mentioned, 2+ hour champions. We saw them in Bushnell, and now we get to return the favor to end the regular season.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a tough team, but we're looking forward to it.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate the time, and as always, and we'll talk to you guys on Friday night next week.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Coach Schisler here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. So I think what we'll do, I don't see Coach Jeffrey making any moves towards the up to talk to us, so we will he is going to come up. Oh, Coach Jeffrey is going to, looks like he is on his way up, so we'll get a brief chat with him. So we will get to talk to Galva head coach Mark Jeffrey here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. Again, 52-24, the final score, BPC with the victory. And Coach Jeffrey making a trip up here. Appreciate him coming up and giving us a few words here on the post-game show. Coach, we'll let you get the headset on here, and appreciate you making the trip up here and giving us a few words after the contest. And talking with Coach Schisler, you guys really seem to do a really good job, especially in that first half, of ball hawking, just pounding the football, trying to pound every time somebody with BPC's uniform on had the football.
Yeah, we one emphasis we had this year was like watching film, and man, our guys, they watch a lot of film, and they know like how we can attack here, we can attack like. So I'm so proud of them. They're coming back and telling me what to run.
Right.
So like I don't even really have to call plays. Like they're saying where we can get them at, and I just kind of listen to them. And it's senior tonight, so we'll listen to the seniors, and they pretty much are dialing it up.
Well, and offensively, I thought you guys had moved the ball really well at times tonight, especially the Holstrom kid for you guys. He's a hard, the old 3 yards in a cloud of dust mentality for you guys.
Well, they called him Moose, and it's funny because somebody was calling him the other day, and they were saying, Braxton. And I was like, who the heck is Braxton? We got a kid on our team named Braxton. And they were like, no, Moose. Oh, Moose? Yeah.
Right.
Like, don't call him by his government name. I don't know who that is.
Well, you guys, like I said, Dwayne talked to you guys early in the season, and numbers were a question. Numbers a little better for you guys, but I got to say, for the number of kids you have, they play from start to finish for you guys and just give it their all out there.
Oh, yeah, and that's the best part of our team, and that's the worst part of our team because invariably, man, in just about every game in the fourth quarter, you just start to lose a little bit. You get a little bit of momentum loss. Somebody's going to, kind of tweak something, and you don't have to come off for a little bit, so now you got to change up your plans. And so it just kind of comes to get you in the end. And, we're hoping that we can kind of get some momentum off of, what we're doing, the success that we're seeing on the field. Our junior high team is going strong now, so we got a little feeder program, and hopefully we can get a few JV games going next year. So we just want to just keep adding on it, keep building, and just kind of keep getting stronger.
And it looks like you guys, with the numbers you have, it's a lot of younger kids that you're going to have back for another year. Mm-hmm. So that really, like you said, that bodes well for the Wildcats in the next couple of years for you guys.
Well, yeah, that's the one thing about starting a program is it's kind of like an algebra problem. It's like, all right, -4 seniors, add 7 freshmen, you know what I mean? So that's going to be 3 years in a row that we added more people than we lost. So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of now or never. We got to start. We got to get over 20 next year. We got to get over a strong over 20, 24, 25 kids, and then we can really start to kind of build something.
Right. Not only does that limit you guys here for playing, but it limits what you guys can do on practice, I'm sure, Coach, because of the low numbers that you guys have.
Yeah, we had a few kids out with the flu this week. So Tuesday, I think we had 9 kids in practice. So we had to go back to the old coaches kind of suiting up and grabbing things and half line. You get that's one thing about having a smaller team and going through what we're going through. You get really creative. I think I'm a better coach as a result of this, and that's all that really matters. You got to fight through you got to go through your go through. And you just got to fight through it and stay tough and don't complain. But eventually, all that pain and suffering is going to turn out to be something. So that's what we're doing now.
Well, and I know, on the other side, Coach Sissel, we lose Talon Love, and we throw a new offense together with the kids that we have in 3 days here in the last couple of weeks. I mean, that's what you're talking about, where you just kind of roll with the punches, and you play with the hand you were dealt.
Yeah, I mean, they came on, they ran a little single wing, and our boys were like, hey, we didn't see that on film. I was like, hey, they're doing the same thing we're doing, making those adjustments on the fly and, just kind of doing what you can to try to give somebody a different look. If they stop one thing, well, we got to throw a little something else at them. And so, we wished that we were the Amboys of the world.
Sure.
And, the guys that got the 40 and 50 kids, and you can kind of really, really perfect those, 4 or 5 plays and go. But we just have to be a lot more creative. But like I said, I think it makes us all better coaches, though, in the end. So, hey, it's worth it. Sometimes you just got to go through your go-through.
Sure. Well, Coach, I really appreciate coming up and taking some time with us. Good luck to you guys next week and in the future. And we'll probably cross paths with you guys next season at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, this has been great, man. We've gotten so much more coverage. The social media buzz is way up, and a lot more people are getting active with it. So we just appreciate all you guys have done and all you're doing. Everybody's watching games. Like I said, all my guys are watching film now because they feel like it's starting to become a real thing. The 8-man thing is starting to become a real thing in a lot of people's minds, and a lot of that is because of what you guys are doing.
Well, I appreciate the kind words, Coach, and we'll let you get out of here, and good luck next week in your regular season finale.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Jeffrey joined us here from the Galva Wildcats on week number 8 contest, and I think with that we'll wrap it up here from Galva High School tonight. 52-24 the final score, again in favor of BPC. We'll be on the road with you next week as the Spartans hit the road to take on Amboy. So for my wonderful cameraman Aaron Christensen and Chris Frankhauser here on TSSR Game Time Line, we're going to sign off, and we'll talk to you next Friday in Amboy. Have a great weekend, everybody.